I believe in the power of your stories. I know that each of your stories will inspire others to engage in adoption and also foster care as well in an important and also an impactful manner.
I would encourage you today to talk to each other, share your story, but also listen to other people's story because you don't know who's going to be a champion for you. So talk across the aisle. Don't assume that you know who your champion is going to be in the halls of Congress.
We have anywhere from 50 to 100 angels every year that come to Washington and tell their story to their member of Congress. I had members come up to me with tears in their eyes and said, I've had 100 meetings in my office in the last month. This meeting that I had with my angel from Chicago has changed my life.
My husband Jonathan and I have been foster parents for the last 8 years. Angie was actually the one that took our inquiry call. We thought we were gonna adopt internationally, and she said, hey, there's this thing called foster care, and would you like to hear a little bit more about it? Originally, that wasn't our plan, but by learning about the different options available, it kind of got us to where we are today.
And so looking at sort of varying degrees of entry, right? Like becoming a foster parent's jumping in the deep end of the pool. There are so many other things that you can do. Joining a prayer team specifically for children in foster care. Maybe it is uplifting child welfare professionals because the high rate of turnover negatively affects children in their permanency. Becoming a mentor. Everyone can do something. Maybe it is bringing a meal to a foster family.
Like the biggest piece of it is flipping the script and telling stories of triumph and redefining what it means to have permanency. Permanency does not need to be adoption. It can be a permanent, lifelong connection, someone who steps up and into your life and says, I don't need you to have my last name, but I'm always gonna be in your corner. I'm always gonna be rooting for you. So let's expand our definition of permanency and let's really start to get at some of these stigmas and stereotypes that are misinforming the public on what the foster care and adoption crisis is.
I'm an attorney. I work with children who are in foster care who are undocumented. And my platform is trying to help them get immigration status. And I guess what drives me is seeing the families united at the end.
Seeing my mom bring together families is something, it's made me happy and it's made me want to do the same thing she does.
To me, adoption means family, and that's pretty simple, but just knowing that there are so many ways to make a family and so many ways to love each other.
So from the bottom of my heart, let me just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Your empathy and grace during challenging times is truly remarkable, and you're all angels in my eyes for improving the lives of children through adoption and foster care. And I know I speak for all of my colleagues in Congress, I'm incredibly grateful for what you do.
And I know that each of you here works on a piece of it, and please continue. Realize that our mission here with CCAI is to embrace all of you, to honor all of you, to honor your work, to try to hear and receive as much good information as we can, and then educate some of the most powerful men and women in the world. And we want that power to be used for the children of America and the children of the world so that they know they're loved, they're connected, and they are nurtured to be the kind of people that God created them to be. This world will be a much more just, much more peaceful, and much more compassionate world if we can be successful. And I believe we can.